This video was made possible by our patrons. To help us make more videos like this one, check out our Patreon. More than €4 per second. That's what Leo Messi earns at Barcelona. Around 140 million per year. It is the highest salary deal in the history of sports. The Spanish newspaper El Mundo leaked the details entitled "The Pharaonic Contract That Ruins Barca." But does it really? Since the leak, everybody knows exactly how much Messi costs the club. But it is much more difficult to work out how much Messi brings Barca back. Purely from a business perspective, there are many direct and indirect revenue streams that Messi creates. Selling shirts, tickets, and sponsorships. How much is generated by Messi? How big is the Messi brand? The story about Messi's huge salary fell on very explosive grounds. In August, Messi had sent Barca a now famous fax message announcing that, after 20 years with the club, he now wants to leave. The move almost broke the internet and created a significant media response.
Reports suggest that Lionel Messi wants to leave.
This time his head and his heart is not with this club. His head and his heart is elsewhere, it would seem.
The following days, Messi and his father, who also acts as his agent, kept arguing with Barca and La Liga about the specific terms of the contract and if Messi was able to terminate it. To complete the PR disaster, Messi changed his mind a couple of days later and explained that he'd stay after all.
Sí, voy a seguir y eso no... por más que me haya querido ir, no va a cambiar mi actitud ni...
On top of the ongoing rumors of Messi leaving, Barca has serious financial issues with more than €1 billion of debt. The club is reportedly even struggling to pay its players' wages on time and said to be on the verge of bankruptcy. After suffering their first season without a trophy since 2008, Barca is in a state of limbo off the pitch. A combination of their on-pitch performance and financial situation saw the club's members bring a vote of no confidence in President Josep Maria Bartomeu, leading to his resignation along with the entire board of directors. That environment makes it hard to explain why it is a good idea to pay hundreds of millions to one single player. However, we are not talking about any player, but Messi. A 6-time Ballon d'Or winner, one of the biggest stars in the world's most popular sport. Messi was crowned the most marketable athlete in 2020, and that marketability must have an impact on Barca's revenue as well. How does he influence the finances of Barca? Barcelona is the football club with the highest revenue in the world. Barca has been leading Deloitte's Football Money League for the past years and made more than €700 million in the 1920 season, followed by Real and Bayern. Barca's main revenue streams are matchday, broadcast, and commercial. Let's start with commercial, which also means sponsorships. On top of the club's agenda are the renewals of the contracts with Rakuten and Beko, its two most important sponsors after kit supplier Nike. Barca first signed up with Rakuten in a deal worth a reported €55 million a year over 4 seasons in 2017. Having Messi on the squad was probably a convincing argument. The Rakuten CEO even mentioned Messi by name when he announced the deal. That could be a hint why the latest extension of the contract was only for 1 year and reported to be significantly lower at only €30 million. The uncertainty around Messi leaving the club beats down the price in negotiations with sponsors. Same can be said about the negotiations with Beko, Barca's sleeve sponsor and official training partner. The current deal is thought to be worth €57 million over 3 seasons, and although it will run out this summer, the parties did not yet manage to extend it. Just like Rakuten, it is reported that Beko is not willing to commit to more than a 1-year extension. When you sell the Barcelona brand around the world, you use Messi's face. In the current circumstances, no company wants to take a risk and invest too much or for too long because they don't know what the club is worth without him. Barca is even said to be offering potential partners 2 variants of a collaboration. One with Messi as the campaign face and one without. The Messi option is said to cost up to 50% more. Whether internal marketing staff or external analysts, they hold Messi responsible for 20 to 30% of the club's most recent revenue. Messi generates more than you spend on him, ex-president and recent incumbent Joan Laporta told a Swiss newspaper. Take a sponsorship contract. If Leo is not there, the price is different. Then there is the income from merchandising and match days. In the 18-19 season, Barca earned 60 million euros from merchandising, including jersey sales, and more than 90 million from match days, including tickets and hospitality in the stadium's VIP areas. Of the 60 million from merchandising, how many are shirts with Messi's name on them? It is difficult to find exact figures, but it has been reported that no other player in the world sells more shirts than Messi. 8 out of 10 Barca shirts are sold with Messi's name on them. That is also in line with data from soccer.com that the Messi shirt was the most sold in the US, followed by Christian Pulisic and Cristiano Ronaldo. That's remarkable considering the fast growth and importance of the US market for football. But even without considering the printed shirts, how many blank jerseys without a name on the back are sold to people as they come to Camp Nou for the unique experience of watching a Barca team featuring the best player in the world? Again, this is difficult to tell, but Barca's annual statement gives a breakdown between income from members and from one-off ticket buyers for each game. The club sells approximately 900,000 tickets each year to one-off visitors and 15,000 VIP packages. That generated more than 90 million euros in the 18-19 season. That is much more than the 60 million euros that Barca made from member fees and season tickets. It means that from a pure financial standpoint, the one-off visitors are more valuable to Barca than their members, who are also unlikely to buy a new shirt every time they visit the stadium. Barca knows the impact of a single superstar leaving from the time Neymar left the club to join Paris Saint-Germain in 2017. The club lost 3 regional partners in Brazil, and Sony did not extend their agreement as a global sponsor. Neymar is a guy who likes filming adverts, who brings in sponsors no matter what. And despite all the positive impact that we mentioned about Messi, this is actually a point he lacks. Unlike Neymar and Ronaldo, Messi does not enjoy filming commercials and has never focused too much on building his own brand. At the beginning and even at the peak of his career, Messi was often compared to Michael Jordan. The argument was that Messi would shape an era and become a similar icon and brand as Michael Jordan managed together with Nike in the game of basketball. Football is even more popular around the world than basketball, so it was thought that all conditions are met for a similar success story. While Messi is without a doubt one of the greatest of his sport, the marketing created by Adidas and him did not reach its full potential. As great as Messi is today in terms of his sporting legacy, from a brand marketing point of view, he did not become the next Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has always been the athlete that has been used as a universal measuring device for greatness. Nike built a whole new brand on the success of Jordan that is now a standalone $3 billion business. Adidas and Messi, on the other hand, didn't come close to the marketing hype created by Jordan. The campaigns and merchandise featuring Messi are very limited, and it seems that Adidas is just not all in with Messi or vice versa. We still need to wait and see Messi's impact among the global media and youth around the world once his career is over. Right now, it does not yet equal Jordan's impact. Nevertheless, his marketability is outstanding and his impact on Barca's financials is likely to be significant. But although experts estimate that Barca made most of their profits thanks to Messi, there is another factor to consider when analyzing the situation from a pure business standpoint. An organization should never be dependent on just one cash cow product. The risk is just too high. At the moment, it seems that Barca's business model is very dependent on the cash cow Messi. But even if he stays with the club, eventually he will retire and his marketability will cease. The club needs to be more important than each of its individuals. Unless Messi builds the same brand legacy as Michael Jordan, he won't carry the club forever. If you want to carry athletic interest, you can now support us on Patreon. Unlike Messi, we don't earn €4 per second yet, but we made a podcast episode for our supporters, so make sure to check it out on our Patreon.